Hey guys, today I bring you a look that's super smoked out, super fall, super autumn. I was inspired by this Souffle Song JSK I have. It's called Choosing, and this print is gorgeous. It's super warm, gold tones, reds, oranges. It's got these like decaying roses and flowers, and it's got this gorgeous golden cross with the Our Father prayer written on it. I wanted to show you how this makeup looks both in and out of Lolita, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, I already have my base on. I'll list what I used in the description box down below. And I primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I like to apply it by gently tapping with my fingers. I'm setting the primer with a light banana color. I'm just using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Since I want this look to be super blown out, I'm making sure to prime and set all the way up to my eyebrows. Be sure to prime and set the bottom eyelid too. For this look, I used both the Lime Crime Venus 1 and Venus 2 palette. I'm oddly amused by the fact that if you line them up together, the colors fade into each other. But anyways, first we're going into the Venus 2 palette, and I'm going to grab this mustard color with a super fluffy blending brush. I wanted to do a halo eye, so I'm starting in the outer corner and the inner corners first, and then connect the two sides by placing the color along the crease. I did lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of blending to make sure I get a super soft, smoky fade out. To help fade some parts out, I would go back with the color that I used to set the primer, that light banana color. I added more of that mustard color to the inner corner to really smoke it out even more. And now I mirror what I did on the top lid to the bottom lid. Again, I wanted this super smoky, so this step here is showing me going all the way up to the brow bone practically. Now with a slightly smaller fluffy brush, I'm going in with the color Jam and repeating what we did before with the mustard color, but I'm not going to blend it out as far. I'm going to help blend that out by going back into mustard. Now using the color Mud with a small tapered blending brush. Then I went in way too hard. Oh, that fallout. But doing the same thing as before, but even more tightly so that you deepen up the eye. And if you get fallout like I did, just wipe it away with a big old fluffy powder brush or something. I switched to an even smaller fluffy blending brush because I really wanted to be precise with this color. I lost some of that jam color, the more orange color, so I'm going back in with that brush and blending it out. And I'm bringing the jam color down to the lower eyelid with a small tapered fluffy brush. Please ignore that eye booger. I wipe it away eventually. I have pretty watery eyes, so I tend to get eye boogers pretty frequently. I'm sorry. So anytime I go in with a new, deeper, darker color, I always will go back to the lighter color that I had placed earlier to help blend it out. So when I went into the Mud color, I helped blend it out with the Jam color, and then I blend out the Jam color with the Mustard color. And I keep doing that anytime I add a new color. And I'll always blend out that first transition color, which in this case is Mustard, with a light eyeshadow close to my skin tone. Now switching to the Venus 1 palette, going into shade Creation, which Creation is kind of more of a reddy tone than Jam. I'm using that to help blend out mud a little bit more because I feel like it's not blended out as smooth as I wanted it to be. But this color is going to add a little bit more dimension to the eye. Yeah. Now going into the color Shell, I used my finger, but you can use a brush, like a flat packing brush. And then taking the shade Venus, I'm setting that right in the middle of the eye. I'm blending it with the color Shell so that it fades from the darker outer colors to the lighter shell color in the middle a bit better. Plus that adds a really pretty looking red to the eyes. I'm blending it along the crease as well. I lost some of the intensity of the shell color, so I'm going back into the shell. Alright, I'm going to line my lower waterline with this NYX Faux Black in Oxblood. Using this super tiny Kat Von D black eyeliner, tight lighting my upper lash line. And I left my pencil unsharpened on purpose. I wanted to do a smudgy black eyeliner. So to help smudge that out, I'm using an angled liner brush. To darken it up a bit more, since it faded out a little, I'm just grabbing some of the eyeliner on my brush. Or you can use eyeshadow to help blend it out too, like a black or brown eyeshadow to help fade it out. For some reason I didn't do that here. Done with the eyes for now, we're going to move on to the face. For blush, I used Wet n Wild Apricot in the middle. Ignore my little pimple thread there. I like to put my blush further back on the cheeks rather than on the apples of the cheeks. I feel like it gives a more lifted look to the face, that's just my preference. I also placed a little bit of blush on the bridge of my nose to kind of give it that sunburn look and also to accentuate my freckles a little bit more. I popped on some falsies. These are the Eyelure Krazyrayray collab. I chose these because they're nice and wispy and fluffy. For lips, I went with a nude color. This is the Wet n Wild Megalast Liquid Catsuit in Nudie Patootie. I didn't want a color that distracted from the eyes because they're already so colorful. I'm sorry my lips look so dry. I know it looks so awful. I'm cringing just watching it. Now you can stop there with the eyes, but I wanted to add a gloss to it. So I used this Dose of Colors lip gloss. This is the Over the Top from the Desi x Katy collab. And I'm using a lip brush. Now to do this and to keep it from fucking up your eyeshadow too bad, try to avoid putting it in the crease. So I'm putting it above the crease and then right in the center of my lid. This kind of helps avoid creasing of the gloss over the eyes. Here I'm trying to show you the difference between glossy eye or glossy eye. Does it really make a difference? I think so, but it kind of takes away the opacity of the shadow. So it's really up to you if you want to do that. I think the gloss adds like a really cool, worn, used, old effect. Like the dress, all the decayed flowers and rotting fruit kind of gross dying things. I don't know. Just humor me, please. And I wanted even more gloss, so I even went past the eyeshadow. Now with the blonde wig, I took this Anastasia Beverly Hills blonde brow gel. This is just what I used to help my brows not look so harsh. Now with this blonde wig, the lips look really washed out, so I added this. This is the Dose of Colors More Creamer Please from the Desi x Katy collab. And so with that, these looks are complete.